Hello everyone. In today's video, we will talk about the most accurate indicators that can be used with a SuperTrend indicator. These indicators are simple, accurate, and easy to use. And to learn how to use it, let's apply the SuperTrend indicator first. In the indicators box, we type SuperTrend, then we choose this indicator, which located under the technical section here. As we know, the SuperTrend indicator can be used on several frames, from a 5-minute to 4 hours or more, but due to the large number of trading on a 15-minute frame, let's choose it. Using the SuperTrend indicator is very easy, and I think that most traders know that. When the candles are below the red zone, we will look for selling opportunities, but when the candles are above the green zone, we will look for buying opportunities, and this is the case on the entire chart. But the question remains, how do we find the best of these opportunities, and how do we take advantage of them? To find out, we head to the indicators box again. In the search field type CCI and BB. And choose this indicator, which is created by BitMEX. After applying it to the chart, it will look like this, but to see how to use it, let's zoom in a bit. These lines that you see here are the lower band, the upper band, and this is the middle band of the Bollinger Bands indicator. As for this yellow line, it is the CCI indicator. The red areas that you see here are selling areas, while the green areas here indicate the strength of buying. But the most important thing in this indicator are these little green and red dots that you see here. But how do we use them? Are there certain conditions for doing this? Yes, to enter into a short position, we must start with the red dots, and these dots must be in the red zone. Also, they must be above the middle band, which is this white line that you see here. As for entering into a long position, we must start with the green dots, and these dots must be in the green zone, as well as under the middle line, which is the middle band that you see here. Now that we know the rules, let's take a look at the fall signals. Here, for example, we find a buy signal below the middle band, and this is good, but we also find that it is in the red zone, and this means that it is a fall signal. As for here, we find a buy signal in the green zone, but the problem is that it is above the middle band, so it will also be a false signal, and we will not use it. But here, all the conditions are met, a green dot in a green area, which is also under the lower band. And to understand this more, let's go back to the chart and see how to use it with the SuperTrend indicator. Well, when the SuperTrend indicator gives a red area like the one we see here, we will only look for short positions inside this indicator. For example, here we see a sell signal above the middle band, and this is good, but it is in the green zone, so we will consider it a weak signal. Here, on the contrary, we find a red signal in the red area, but it remains below the middle band, so we will consider it a false signal as well. Here too, we find several sell signals in the red zone, but they are also below the lower band, and this does not meet the conditions, so we will consider them as weak signals. But here, the matter is different. Here we find a sell signal in the right place. Here we find that the sell signal is above the middle band, and this is the first condition. We also find that it is in the red zone, and this is the second condition, so the signal is confirmed, and we can use it. Here, we find that the sell signal is also in place, a red area, and a signal above the middle band. So, the signal has been confirmed, and a short position can be entered. As for here, we find the appearance of the sell signal in the red zone, but it is below the middle band, and this makes it a false signal. Here too the same thing happens, the sell signal is below the lower band, which makes it another false signal. And here also another false signals. Here we find a sell signal that meets all the conditions, but when checking the SuperTrend indicator, we find that it is in the green zone, although it was successful, but it should be avoided. Well, let's see more false signals so we can better avoid them. Here, we can see another false signal, because it is under the middle band. As for here, we see that the signal is false, and this because it is in the green zone. And as a result, the trend moves in the other direction. Here also a false signal, and here is another false one. As for here, we see a good signal, because it is in the red zone and above the middle band. And the entry will be at this candle, which is the candle that corresponds to the signal. Here too, we find other false signals that are below the middle band. And here, we find a signal located a little above the middle band, which can also be used to enter a short position. Now let's see some long positions that can be used with SuperTrend indicator. As we know, when the SuperTrend indicator is green, we will only look for buy signals. Here we find buy signals above the middle band, so we will consider them as false signals. As for here, we find a buy signal below the middle band, which is also in the green zone, so the signal is confirmed, and we can use it to enter into a long position. As for this signal, and also this one, it is considered a false signal that cannot be used. Here is a buy signal that has been confirmed because it is located under the middle band and is also in the green zone. I think that distinguishing between a confirmed signal and a false one has become easy after these examples. When the SuperTrend is in green, we will look for a buy signal only, and when it is in red, we will look for a sell signal only, but it must be in accordance with the conditions we mentioned. As we said, when looking for short positions, the red signals should be above the middle band, and also they should be in the red zone. As for the rest of the signals, they may succeed sometimes, but they are considered weak signals, and it has not been confirmed. But what will the signals look like when we trade on a real account? Well, let's say we were trading here at this candle. Now, buy signals appeared, and it is in the green area. It is also below the middle band, and when we check the SuperTrend, we find that it is green as well, so the signal has been confirmed, and we can use it to enter into a buying position. The second indicator in this video will be the Willy Mid indicator, and to find a type, Willy Mid, and choose this indicator, which is created by Alex Punt. This indicator works well with large frames, and to make it work even with small frames, we will change some settings. Change the first length to 15 and change the second length to 2. And now the indicator is ready. Well, when we see these green boxes here, this means that the indicator has reached the overbought area, and we should look for short positions. And since the SuperTrend indicator gives the red color, it means that the signal has been confirmed. In this case, we will look for the first red candle that coincides with the end of this green box. And this red candle here, it will be the entry candle. Here, we also see that the indicator has reached the overbought area, so the first red candle corresponding to the end of the signal will be the entry candle. Here too, the indicator reaches the overbought area, and the result is the candles descending downwards. As for these signals here, we do not use them as long as the SuperTrend is in red color. But here, and since the SuperTrend is green, we will look for buying opportunities. Here, when the indicator has reached the oversold area, and the SuperTrend indicator was in green, we will look to enter into a long position. And the first green candle will be the entry candle. Here, we see that the SuperTrend is in red, so we will wait until this indicator reaches the overbought area. And the first red candle will be the entry candle. Let's take another example. Here, we see that the SuperTrend is in green, so we will wait until the Willy indicator reaches the oversold area, and then we will enter into a buy position. And this green candle here will be the entry candle. But how can we use it when we are on real trading? Here we see that the indicator gives a green signal, and this means it has reached the overbought area. We also see that the SuperTrend indicator is in red. So we will wait until the green area ends in the Willy indicator, and the first red candle appears under the SuperTrend indicator. Now we see that the green color has stopped appearing, and we also see the emergence of a red candle under the SuperTrend indicator, so this candle will be the candle to enter a short position, and the result is a strong drop in price. Finally, if you have any indicator that works well with the SuperTrend indicator, please share it in the comments so that everyone can see it.